Hey guys, welcome back. We have just done an intro video. I've explained what's been going on in 2022, and now we're going to get into a reading. As I was placing the cards out and doing my clearing and working on the energy at the table, one of the things that I felt that we need to start off with is just a plain old December energy reading, and this is going to apply for all signs. It is just going to be, I like to do energy readings just to see what's going on in the overall, right? And then as we dig deeper into your signs, then we kind of understand, like, you know, per your personality and your sign, how you're reacting to that energy, right? So we're going to do a overall December 2022 energy reading, and it starts now. Okay, here we go. Here we are, and we're gonna go. Once I get all this situated, I want one of those automatic cameras that's like, ooh, all fancy. But that's not gonna happen because I won't ever spend money on that kind of stuff. So, ta-da! This is the best we're ever gonna get technology-wise, probably, most likely. All right, so let's pull out. We have a few energy decks here. I'm going to pull these out, and they're just strictly energy, and we're just going to do an energy reading for December 2022. I can't tell you guys how excited I am to be back. I cannot tell you how excited I am that we are going to take this opportunity to continue this path together. Like I said, and I've told you guys in the past, I'm not a big, do what the cards say person. I'm more along the lines of, like, I live my life. And when I hear stuff in the cards, I'm like, oh, yeah, that's what they're talking about. Or, oh, yeah, that makes sense to me. And then other times I'm like, ew, no. I don't feel like that at all. But then again, I'm a very big, I protect my own personal energy, and I'm a very big proponent about the energy that comes into your life has to be accepted. Sure, things can happen in your life that are negative, but you don't have to accept to sit in that energy, right? And I'm not a big sitter in that energy. I'm more sitting in the energy of the flow, of the peace, letting the energy flow through me, around me, and be with me, right? And some of it I have to let go of. Not to say that every day's a good day. I don't believe in good and bad days. I don't know how to explain it other than good and bad to you, but to me, it's just a day, right? And sometimes they're not what they're all cracked up to be, and other times they're like, whoa, that was fun. That was a great day. So this is going to be our December 2022 energy reading. And I just want you guys to know we have Mercury and Venus conjunct. If I remember correctly, we have Pluto in play right now. Jupiter is making a pull, but Mercury and Venus are direct. We're coming into... I have to look everything. Honestly, I've not looked up anything. It's just all been stuff that I've run into in my search engines. I have not had the opportunity to really dig into it like I normally do. But I will. I'll get back into it. Most channels have it now, which is great. I think it's awesome. A lot of channels are coupling the energy of the planets to the energy with the tarot, because it all, in the end, it all makes sense if you understand what's going on with the bigger picture. You understand what the cards are trying to tell us, right? So our theme for our energy is I accept renewal and delight and fresh starts, new moon, new beginnings, and that kind of goes for what's going on here. I've been gone for a little while, right? And so that makes sense for me personally. So I hope that makes sense for you and whatever you're getting ready to do. I know a lot of people have been struggling sometimes it just means you got to just check into a new energy. You got to check in, right? Just like a hotel, you got to check in. If you don't check in, the energy sometimes is like, woo, you got the Empress. Oh, the Eight of Hearts. Quest and renewal, awakening renewal with awakening. Yes, 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 yes. Energy is looking good. Page of Hearts, intuition and inspiration. Discovery and enthusiasm. Oh, this is looking good, guys. Passion and creativity. This is the Queen of Acorns. I love this card. See the energy of the sun as the doe is dancing on the meadow. And then all of the energy that is going into the ground, that the hooves, it's almost like music as the hooves are dancing on the ground. Isn't that beautiful? Right? Yeah? So that's the energy that we have. We're just basking in this beautiful energy. Page of Acorns, who is ushering in the Queen of Acorns. Discovery and enthusiasm, intuition and inspiration. Somebody is going to really dig deep into a project, whether they're ending a project through the end of this year, and there's just like almost like the last bit of it that should be the most grueling, right? The last leg of this project is actually turning out to be more of an inspiration than the beginning. The product that they're bringing in from this event is more inspiring than the actual plan or what they intended it to be, right? It's kind of the energy that we're getting. All right, so we're getting, oh, the elders are supporting you on the sacred mountain. I've been hiking, so I can tell you I do not. And we have a wounded healer. I can tell you this energy right here has been me this year. I have been giving and giving and giving this year. I think the word wounded is extreme for me. I've just been giving a lot. And I'm glad to be back with you guys online. However, in real life, I had people who really needed me to help support them. And I need to fix this so that the glare, I need to remember to only get matte cards. But I love this deck, so I'm sorry it's a glossy. But you'll see here that this is a waterfall coming down into a pond, into like a crater. See here? And we're sitting inside the cave watching everything else outside go on. We're not really involved in all that energy. We're just watching, right? The wounded healer. The sacred mountain. I think this one is really interesting. I think a lot of you, if you watch online, you saw that, they've started discovering the new sites of the lost city of Atlantis, that it's not actually underground, right? They actually found it, and it's actually above ground. Actually, it's above sea level. And then you have the support of the elders in this last bit of the year. Notice how the elders are watching out. Like, see how this deer is running along? The elder's not actually doing anything but coaching with body language, right? And they're just there to support you, but they're not there to control you. So just remember that. As you close out the year, make sure it has, it has the look and feel and impression that you want to make, right? There's going to be people watching on to support you, right? But they aren't you. And just remember, there is no you that's better at being you than you. And that's a big struggle when you have an elder that's supporting you in this strong of a fashion. And what I mean by that is when you look at this card and you look at these antlers, this is a very wise Very, very, very wise elder. And they want things to work out for you in a certain way. But if you notice on these antlers, look how there's a fork, right? There's a reason for them giving you their wisdom, and there's a certain result that they want from them giving you that wisdom, right? And it may not all turn out to be what they think it should be, because honestly, I have to tell you, the world that we live in today is not the same world they were born into. And whether this is an elder from the spirit world, or this is an elder that is here on this planet, a living, breathing human being, or whether it's, I don't know, you may have a pet raccoon that's your counsel. It doesn't matter. The world that this elder was born into doesn't exist anymore. And they expect things, if they give you a certain amount of wisdom, right? Or it should go this way. And actually what happens is something else. And it's how this energy that they are explaining to you transpires in today's world, right? So don't be surprised or disappointed by this, and don't let somebody be disappointed in you. You need to verbalize this. Hey, the energy that I'm putting out, I'm not getting the same results you expected, right? And this is the reason why. Because some of the approaches that people took in 1972, they don't resonate anymore. And the energy that you give off, it actually gives a different result now. So just keep that in mind. If there's someone out there that is getting advice from an elder, and an elder who loves you and cares about you, that if the result isn't the same, if you instinctively know, if somebody gives you advice and you instinctively know that if you go down this path in the fashion that someone's telling you to, that it's not going to work out for you, or if the approach is engineered in a way where you just cannot do it, right? It doesn't feel right to you, don't do it, right? Because you could get a better result, honestly, by being yourself. And that's the best advice I can give you on that card. Not to say don't listen to your elders. I'm not saying any of that. I'm saying some of the times when things are meant to go a certain way, right, by somebody giving you advice, and then it turns out to not. One of the reasons is that they're giving you advice in a world that doesn't exist anymore. And it's the truth. And if people deny that, well, let them deny it. It's the truth. Okay, so yes, you also have a spirit guardian of summer and expansion. So we do have somebody out there who, I am so glad these are matte, because these are beautiful cards. I want you to be able to see them. This is the number 37. We do have somebody does have a spirit guardian that is with them. And if you see here, they're not navigating towards the low-hanging fruit here, right? They're going for the cream of the crop, the apple that will not fall, or the peach, whatever it may be, that will not fall until the very last one has fallen, right? And just keep that in mind, guys, that we have somebody out there in our group that has a spirit guardian that's watching out for you, and they are saying don't stop until you pick, right, the one that you're really, really after, whatever it is. It doesn't have to be in love or person. It can be materialistic. It can be whatever it is that's in your mind in December. Don't stop until you get to the one you really had your eye on, whether it's buying a car, whether it's this, whether it's that, whatever it is. Don't stop until you get to the one that you really have your eyes on. Okay, and then we have owl spirit and wisdom. You're being guided by wisdom here, right? True life experiences that are gonna support energy of expansion, which is the first card that we got. I forgot, it was expansion, right? So the wisdom that you've gained throughout this, whatever it may be, this process in December, No, the wisdom that I'm getting is that you've gained it in the past and that you're going to be using it in December for expansion. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, and this is the number 27. The number 27 being supported by the number 37. And then we have the wood nymph, the beauty. And she's number 52. And the only thing I can say about nymphs sometimes, you know, not to be negative, but sometimes it's all about riddle and rhyme, riddle and rhyme, riddle and rhyme. And this is sometimes a diversion. I just have to tell you this. Sometimes this is a diversion. It's not really the, how can I say? It's not really what you think it's going to be. I love beauty. Yeah, I'm into beauty, right? But I don't always pick the most beautiful thing. I pick the thing that like really resonates with me, right? So, make sure as you go through this project, whether it's in business or in love, whether it's grocery shopping, whether it's buying a new car, whether it's your finances are low and you're trying to pick that one perfect gift this holiday season, whatever it may be realistic, be wise, don't overexpend yourself, and at the same time, yeah, there's a lot of support here from a lot of different dynamics and a lot of different energies. Okay, and we're going to close out with one of my favorite decks. I got this deck last year. I think I started it on this channel. I have another channel that I get on periodically with another reader. I may have used it on that channel. I fill in sometimes when she's out. I'm not really sure if I used it here, but I think I did. I think I started this deck at this table. And yes, so we've got the 7 sisters. All right, so this energy is all about sisterly love, right? There is nothing that can break this bond. These women can get in an argument all amongst themselves, right? But if somebody comes walking in and they start getting involved, these sisters will shut them down. And the one thing you need to know is when their minds are set on something and they're creating, right? And see their higher power is looking down. And this is the number 12 supporting this card. There is no getting through this system. Does this make sense to you guys? So just know that whomever, it's almost like a group thing that I'm seeing. I'm seeing multiple different things right now. So it's almost like a group thing that's going on with one of our readers, one of our watchers, I'm sorry. The message for you is it's kind of like a group deal. And I'm specifically getting this like over the holidays. There's actually somebody who it may be like a little financially not like kind of worn this year, right? It's been a interesting year, and you may need to go together in this group gift, right? You may need to go together as a team to get what you want. And there's nothing wrong with that, man. I did that for so many years with my daughter when I was younger, and she was younger, and I wanted to get her something big for Christmas because she was so little, right? I would go to the dollar store and I would get her a few books here and there, and then I would call up her dad and say, okay, you and I are going to go 50-50 on something, right? What is it going to be? What are we going to get her? And we're going to get her one big thing, and then the rest of it was, you know, dollar store books and, you know, just little candy things for her stocking and whatnot. And she always enjoyed it. You know, one year we got her a little TV with the VHS. So this is for somebody, you have to go in with a group. to do something together, and it's going to turn out really well as long as you guys are really working together and being really creative. Then it's this, we have an individual project, and this is actually like, I don't want to call it like work, because there's all different types of ways to make money that don't have anything to do with conventional work, right? I'm seeing that there's creativity going on a different project, and it started off in one direction, it went into another. You're going to have extreme abundance from this, and the creativity and enthusiasm that I was talking about here on this card, that's going to be coming out in the end for you, is way more profound than what you thought was going to come out of this. You originally were just kind of doing it to do the motions. I'm not saying you didn't plan it and organize it and this and that. You did all those things, but the way you planned it and organized it, when it came out in the end, it turned out to be way more powerful in December than you expected to be. And you were like, whoa, what are you talking about? Like, this is, and then I'm getting another scenario that's coming in here in December, an energy that's like, I feel it's more starseed-ish, so I'm going to pull a starseed card just to get like a quick, I have a couple of starseeds that watch my channel, and they're probably looking for their readings right now, and that may be what it is. I'm getting another one that's like surrender, right? Fruition. Something's coming to fruition. Your intuition was correct. Yes, you're going to move into a new form of advancement, and there's going to be abundance involved in Gaia. So just know that for you, the message is surrender your need to control the outcome. Just be with life in the present moment. Rest assured your dreams and visions will come to fruition. Trust your intuition. It has been guiding you to the answers that you seek. A strong energy is propelling you forward. Follow the stirrings of your heart. When your heart's intention is to serve humanity, doors of abundance naturally open. Connect to the pulse of Mother Earth. She will guide you through the time of change. And that is your starseed message. Whomever that's for, I appreciate you so much, guys. We're going to get into our readings now, our zodiac readings. I'm so appreciative to be back and to have you here with me this time. And I'll see you on the flip side. Bye, guys.